For today's video, I got a little round trip action for you. I'm gonna run this big bag of dry crushed cans that I found in a video a while back down to the scrapyard. On the way back to the storage unit, I'm gonna do some dumpster diving, some scavenging, see what I can find for you. It's not a great load of scrap metal. In the video where I found this bag, I claimed $10 to $11. The cans where I live are 55 cents a pound. So we'll see if I'm right or not. I think that's close to 20 pounds. I have a round trip series playlist down there in the description. If you click on that, you can see a playlist of videos I've made where I take a load of scrap to the scrapyard and do my thing on the way back here. I'll have another load when I get back. Get you a quick look at this. Got about a pound of copper in there, maybe. Old aluminum license plate, old catch pan out of a stove, some pieces of aluminum, a Swiffer mop will go as aluminum breakage, got plastic stuck to it. I got some vacuum cleaner cords down there and some of the traditional same old old fly swatter, pieces of aluminum. If it's made of metal, they want it, right? It's a little outlet, piece of copper wire. Lots of scrapyards might not take something like this right here. I don't think I got the ink tanks out of here. I locked these ink tanks up. Look at that. I forgot to get that out of there. That's gold plate right there if you want the gold plate. But these ink tanks sell good on eBay. I locked those up. Sell them as empty or partially full. People refill those, so I just list them in the parts or not working category and say they're empty and have varying levels of ink in them. But get a couple hundred of those together and auction them off on eBay. Let's see what these prices are up to real quick. Aluminum 40 cents, brass $1.80. Number one copper's been going $3.25 to $3.10, popping up and down. Everything looks about the same. 6 cents. Not a whole lot to talk about there. $19.50. Oh, it's $19.54. But anyways, let's go get to the treasure hunting part of the video. Well, I don't think I need power steering fluid. Car wax, Carnauba. How you say that? Lots of stuff I take out, like this, like thinner and mineral oil. I'll take it and I'll just keep it, and I'll probably never use it. But I have a real nice selection of that kind of stuff under my kitchen sink in my storage unit. Like one time I took a full bottle of can of Raid. I said I'll keep that for myself, and then in the comment section someone's like, I didn't think you use that stuff. And I don't, but like occasionally cockroaches, especially if you live in an apartment building, cockroaches will have a tendency. Cockroaches like to get in microwaves. If you ever have cockroaches in your apartment or whatever, your microwave is a likely spot. Store, and actually that's good stuff. These are full. These ones I'm taking are almost all the way full. If you have cockroaches in your microwave, is where cockroaches will make a nest. There's always lots of food scraps, and usually it's in near the sink, and they can get water and food, and it's just a nice little safe nest. They crawl in the vents of your microwave. So there was a time when I had to take some of that Raid. I put it on a paper towel and wipe the bottom and sides of my microwave as a deterrent. This is not a good spot to live, guys. Move. All right. Speaking of problems in the kitchen, I have mold in my kitchen. Hey, look at that. Did that come out of that box? There's a helmet down there. G-Force racing gear. That's a full bottle. I don't even know if it's been used. Mold killer. So maybe one day I'll use some mold killer. One day I'll use some mineral oil instead of going to the store. That's empty. That's good stuff right there. Goof off. Instead of finding myself at the store, I can't tell you how many times where I've needed something. It's soaking wet for some reason. It's kind of gross. Oh, it rained hard. It rained hard this morning. But it's a nice hot day, so it's all dry. Everything looks dry. That helmet's full of water. But I can't tell you the times I've sat at the store thinking to myself, I'm buying this or that, you know. And I just found a bunch of this stuff or a bunch of that stuff a couple weeks ago, and I didn't take it, and now suddenly I need it. I find myself at the store buying the exact same things I either scrapped or left in the garbage. The worst is when you hold on to something for a long time. And then you finally decide to scrap it or throw it away. And then something happens. You come to the point a month or two later where you need it. And then you find yourself at the store going to buy it. Okay, so that was the very first dumpster I checked after I left the scrapyard. The very first dumpster. And I usually don't check this one anymore, but I passed one because the traffic was too busy. I was going to swing back around to this one over here, and I just checked this on the way there. So very first dumpster. Here's my little secret shortcut. So it's rush hour, and the street up in front of me is packed full of cars and it's hard to get in on and off of. So this is a nice little dumpster here. It's a little communications place. This is an interesting place. They do jobs for like, I don't know, just like communications jobs. I see a lot of fire engine equipment, communications in here. That's some kind of warning horn there. Looks like it's been through a ordeal. Some kind of horn. But this is all wet. See how everything's soaked with rainwater. Everything on top's bone dry. It's kind of interesting. I forgot it rained hard this morning. That's nice, man. Came in from the north and it brought in all this cool air. It's just a wonderful feeling. Sunny and cool. Autumn around the corner. I never pass up one of my own. These are actually, you can't find these totes in stores anymore. You can find them online. They used to sell them for $7.88 at Walmart. I've never actually bought one, but these totes are so good. I don't know if this is true or not, but it's what I think. These totes are so good and so strong and they last so long. I think they stopped selling them. And you can find them on the internet, like $30 a piece. I think you can find like a 6-pack of these online for like $200 or something. That's the Rubbermaid Roughnecks, this specific model. So a lot of what I do is eye of the beholder. Right. So that's a that's like a $25, $30 tote. I think you could probably find them online up to $50. So quick little $25 value score right there. What do you think? It had the lid too. What do we have here? This is an old laundromat. Looks like they've went out of business. Let's see. That could be all sorts of good things. Oh yeah. Look at that. They gutted the place. Who knows what could be in here. Oh, with those totes, you see how I smashed my fingers when I put that tote, the new tote inside the old tote? Smashed my fingers. I have a spacers. Lots of people ask me what those aluminum. Well, I'll show you here, man. Oh boy, look at that. That one's filled up with concrete or cinder blocks. But I'll have this for sure. I'll have this all day long. What do you think about that? Ah, shoot. You know what? That's a coaxial cable. Stupid idiot. How did I not see that? I have those aluminum canisters. People ask me all the time why I have those in there. See how this tote smashes down into this tote? That's basically impossible for me right now to lift this blue tote, the dark blue tote, out of this light blue tote. So see the difference here. This tote, see how this is working? I have those aluminum canisters down here. They're spacers so my totes don't get stuck together, because it's impossible to lift it out of there, even with just like a little bit of weight right now. So that's why those are in there. This is probably good advice. Lots of you probably use like 5-gallon buckets, and you're sitting there, sometimes you're struggling to get your 5-gallon bucket out of another 5-gallon bucket. Put a little, some kind of lightweight spacer down there, and your buckets won't get stuck. Speaking of saving time and hassle. That right there is good number one insulated copper wire. That's about $1.80. That's about $1.80 cold cash in my hand right there. It's close to 1 pound. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. I think someone may have already went. Someone may be picking out of that already. That's why that coax was laying on top there. Ever wonder what a weed eater motor looks like? There it is. I don't usually find them in that state. There it is. I might get aluminum breakers for that. Lots of aluminum. Depends. Depends on what the scale operator says.
What you brought me today is worth 1/4 portion.
A little terrarium screen. Hey, look at it. That's kind of gross. I'll have the screen now. That's a little terrarium screen. I'll hold on to that. I might have a use for that one day. It's kind of old, but It's nice and solid though. So some of what I'm doing is a good term. Just kind of make up a term here. Implied shopping. Some of what I'm doing is implied shopping. I'm shopping for the future. Implied shopping to avoid retrospective regret shopping. Standing at the hardware store buying something for $20 when I could have had it last month for free. Speaking of insect repellent, these little hedge apples, I was under the impression, and I've heard, that these are natural insect repellents. You can take some of these and put them like in your basement or behind your refrigerator, in your kitchen, under your kitchen sink, and they will scare bugs away. So back before I understood the cockroaches make nests in microwaves, I was dealing with that gross, disgusting problem that I'm sure a lot of you have dealt with or are dealing with. Check your microwaves. That's where cockroach nests like to go. And anyways, before I knew that, before I took care of the problem living in my apartment building, I tried this, and I set these behind my refrigerator and a couple in my kitchen and various places, and they started to turn brown in spots like that. And I thought, you know, these would scare the cockroaches away, because that's what I've always heard. And so I tried it, and then as soon as they started getting old, I seen cockroaches sitting there eating eating this thing for food. So I don't know if you guys have heard that before. The hedge apple bug repellent didn't exactly work out for me. Of course, maybe it was just a certain kind of bug, but anyways. I've also seen cockroach nests in video game consoles for some reason. Maybe microwaves and video game consoles, maybe they put off a little heat, light, moderate heat maybe they like. And I would suspect there's probably lots of free munchies and things to drink around video game consoles. I'm just kind of guessing here, but microwaves are the worst by far. Okay, so today is the 21st. The 21st of the month is when YouTubers get paid. So I need to go and take care of some things. I was picking up some other skibble scabble, some more cords and some cheap stuff. But I wanted to take this time to appreciate you guys for watching my videos and generating that ad revenue for me, and especially to my Patreon subscribers. I probably don't talk about you guys enough. Thanks to Patreon. For those of you supporting my channel monthly with your payments, appreciate that a lot. It really helps out. If you're interested in tipping me, if you find my my insights and my babblings of a scavenger helpful, I have a PayPal tip jar if you want to throw me a couple bucks down there in the description, or if you'd like to throw in a couple bucks a month for my my awesome insight and experience in the scavenging world, you can do that through Patreon, a monthly deal. Or if you just want to do a one-time thank you, you can hit the PayPal tip jar. I think that's a piece of brass right there. Look at it. Look at that chunk of brass laying there. It's about 3 or 4 ounces. Anyways, appreciate that. I don't thank my Patreon patrons enough. I sure do appreciate that. But yeah, I gotta go take care of some stuff. I have all my bills lined up for today. 21st of the month, so I gotta go do that. As always, thanks for watching. Oh, I meant to say, what you saw here, I was talking about time. I'm on the time kick in this video. Hour and 15 minutes from the time I left the scrapyard to right now. Hour and 15 minutes to find all this stuff.